Welcome back. We're getting in breaking inputs. 272 eminent citizens consisting 16 judges, 123 retired bureaucrats, including 14 ambassadors, 133 retired armed forces officers have now written an open letter. What does this open letter state? It condemns the leader of opposition, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, even the Congress party's attempts to tarnish constitutional bodies in India like the Election Commission. In fact, they have accused the LOP of not being able to do his job. Let's quickly go across to Pallavi Ghosh, who will be putting this into perspective for us. Pallavi, when dignitaries from the civil society, they direct an attack towards the leader of opposition for not being able to come up with an alternative policy suggestion, what does it speak of the role of the LOP currently being reduced to in the country?
So the LOP occupies a constitutional position, as we all know, and that is where the problem is coming in from. According to 272 eminent personalities, which includes former judges, ambassadors and other experts as well, they say that, essentially an institution like the Election Commission, repeatedly you're taking pot shots at the EC, but not just that. Ganesh Kumar, who's the Chief Election Commissioner, some of the attacks have become very personal. In fact, if you look after Bihar loss of the Congress party, Akanksha, there are pictures and posters which have been created by the Congress party where they are showing Ganesh Kumar, and that is where this aversion, or rather the criticism of Rahul Gandhi is coming in, that at the end of the day, the LOP is as much a custodian of the constitution as, say, the Prime Minister and the ministers are. As an LOP or the leader of the opposition, should you be respecting? You can criticize the government, raise question marks, to make those targeted attacks at the institution. Clarification that the SIR exercise is only to clean up and revise the system and not to target anyone.
Stay with me, Pallavi. In fact, let's also take our viewers through the components of that entire letter. And for that, let me quickly go across to Griha, who will take us through this letter that has been penned by all of these esteemed members.
Right, Akanksha, we have that letter right here for our viewers. It's dated 18th of November. And the header, they have not really minced any words when it is coming down heavily against the leader of opposition, Rahul Gandhi, or in fact the Congress party. They have headlined it as saying assault on national constitutional authorities. They then go on to say, we, the senior citizens of civil society, express our grave concern that India's democracy is under assault, not by force, but by a rising tide of venomous rhetoric directed towards its foundational institutions. They further, in fact, have highlighted very many of the points and the certain messages that have been sent across by Rahul Gandhi through his speeches, which has been deemed unfit to have been made by some...
Griha, for bringing us all those latest details. Let me quickly go across to former diplomat Ambassador Deepak Vora, who's also joining me on the phone line. Ambassador Vora, what is it that you're trying to convey when...
Go ahead.
Right. Ambassador Vora, can you hear me? Sorry about that audio.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Right. So, Ambassador, if you can also convey to our viewers the essence of this letter.
Yeah, all right. Thank you very much, ma'am. You've been very kind. It's always a pleasure to be on your channel. Let me put it to you like this. I'm 74 years young. I've been in diplomacy 52 years, ambassador to 6 countries. Let me put it to you very bluntly. The countries that I've served, from the most developed to those which are still considered the least developed countries, they look to India as a role model, particularly the developing world, what we call the global south, 125 countries. They say we want to be like India. Then they ask me, your neighbor to the west and your neighbor to the east have had periods of military rule, but you have not. How? Why? Then I tell them it's the strength of our institutions. It's our education system. It's our polity. It's our courts. It's our military. It's our civil service. This and of course, parliament. This gives the people of India a chance, an opportunity to express themselves at every level. And then we've regularly had elections.
My apologies for interrupting you there, Ambassador.